And welcome back to another Payday 3 video. Yeah, I've done one other video on Payday 3, and I figured, since that was a stealth mission, stealth overkill, I figured, you know what, right now I'm gonna make a stealth build for y'all. So it's gonna be a sub-level 60, or level 60 stealth build. It's not maxed out, so don't bother with that. Just because a lot more people are around lower ranks, so this might be a bit more helpful towards them. If you max rank or whatever, then, you know, go find another one. But yeah, so we're going to start off. I always like to, it doesn't really matter what weapon you use. Sometimes I use a shotgun suppressed. But my main weapon is this one. The SA144. Obviously it's like the M14. I don't really bother changing the barrel and stuff, which, you know, actually I'm going to buy that one. That one's better. But yeah, so the close quarter barrel. It doesn't really make a difference what mag you have on. I just leave the default one, so I have no reason to have a fast reload or extended mag, so I just might as well save the money. Now suppresses, it doesn't really matter once again. I mean, what's the difference between these two is literally it just goes back to the exact same spot on my thing, so buy the cheap one, save my money. I use the viewpoint sight, it's much better. Because it's a stealth mission, I'm not going to be going like far range or anything like that, so yeah. And then I use attack grip, but I'm thinking I should probably change it this. It's been a while since I've updated this gun. Vertical grip, once again, none of this really matters because you're just going to be one-shotting people, you know, in the head. So it's not really that deep. That one could be useful though. Might as well throw some upgrades on it. But yeah, that's my primary weapon. Secondary, once again, doesn't matter. It's a pistol with a suppressor on. I normally go with a strike. I've got this on because I'm trying to like rank it up, but I'll put the strike on just for the purpose of the video. Overkill weapon, doesn't matter. Right, armor line, and a lot of people think the light one, because it's the first one you get, a lot of people put that one on and think it's the stealthiest one. I did the same thing, but then I figured out, like, this is just no armor at all. This is just like just like wearing the suit. So that one is the best for stealth, least detection, fastest moving. I use a throwing knife so you don't accidentally fucking throw a grenade. I've done that so many times. Tool, I use the ECM jammer, but motion sensor is a good option, and so is the micro cam. It just depends on what you prefer. I just like the ECM jammer just in case I can't make it with guard's radio or something, then it delays it. Deployable, you won't be using it. But yeah, appearance once again, doesn't matter. But we're going to be moving into the best bit of the build now, the skills. So as you can see, as a level 57 or 60, I don't think I'll get another skill point past then, I get 14 points. So yeah, you can just either skip through the video and find out which ones I'm using, or you can stick to listen to whatever I say about them. So infiltrator, it's just good, you know. It keeps you pick locking going over and over, so you're not going to be constantly having to do 4 pick locks or lock picks or whatever. It does it instantly every time you do a lock pick, so that's what you want. Quick fingers, absolutely unbelievable. Get this one, please. These two together, absolutely unreal, honestly. Because as soon as you have a rush, then you can get through anything, even if someone's watching you. You can still pick the lock. And the rush will come in with a skill we're going to go on to later. At this point, so this one was just kind of a spare point, so I threw it into being able to bag loot faster. You can't go wrong with that. The other one I was going to go was just retriever, but then again, none of this really, that was point. Just throw it anywhere you want, you know. Moving on, so escapist is also a good one if you want to just not use bagger. Then put escapist on, it's pretty decent, but it's not as important for rush, well, for stealth as you'd hope. Next we're going to go all the way down to grifter. Now this is grifter and hacker is where a lot of our tree is. So grifter, the first one, as long as you're unmasked, if you're within a meter of a civilian, then you get rush. which that one goes perfectly with these two. So you just go by a civilian and then you can start doing your lockpicks in front of people and no one cares. Walk the walk, if you're unmasked, then nothing sees you in a private area, then the cameras can't see you. If you have rush, which 90% of the time, if you're stealthing, a lot of the time you will have rush, so it's not, that's just bang, useful. Social engineering, right, this one is ridiculous. Civilians, employees, no one gets detected. If you have rush, let's say the jewelry store, you run in the jewelry store past the civilian and you can start like picking locks of all the cases and just take the jewelry out and pick the jewelry up. As long as you have rush, no one sees it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's overpowered as shit. Now this one was also a spare kind of thing, a spare point, but also I've been meaning to put this one on, so I guess it's not really a spare point. You can get out handcuffs if you get caught. That I could have done with that so many times, where I've got caught like at the end of a heist, just to getting away with stealth, and then you get cuffed. It's a nightmare. So you can get yourself out, so that's good. Now hacker aced. So I've aced this one. First of all, you can hack cameras. That's just class. And the main reason you're acing this is so you can do 2 loops out at the same time. So you get an additional runtime. So that means compared with the secure loop, that means you can loop 2 cameras at once just to completely cut off an area, so you can just free roam there. If you haven't managed to get the cameraman already. So yeah, these 2 really good combination. Rooted ping. So I've kind of just threw this one on. I don't know fully how it works yet. So bear with me on that, but I imagine that it would be useful if I knew how to fully work it. I'll come back to that in another stealth video when I make one with full points or whatever, with max skills. Glitch patrol protocol. This one's really good. Let's say a guard is stood in the way of a door, like on Rock the Cradle. If you need to get into the room where there's that one guard who just stands there, you just to get downstairs, hack his thing, and then he gets distracted. Then you can take the keycard straight off his back. No matter how close to the door he stood, he won't notice. And finally, we have strategist aced. So pretty easy to explain this one. You mark a target, and the marks last 20% longer. And then aced, you mark a target. You can mark an extra target, so I think you can mark 3 targets with aced strategist, and then the marks will last 40% longer in total. So that's ridiculously good. But yeah, as of now, that is all I've got for the stealth build. I'm sure I'll be adding lots more stuff in the future. Probably like this. No, there's another one that I was thinking. Answer radio's 50% faster. That's a good one. There's a good few that I want to add, but just don't have the thing for it. But anyway, that's about it for the stealth build. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, do the usual shit, and yeah, if you want to see a loud build or any other type of build, just let me know and I'll get on it. So thank you all for watching. See you all later.